My name is Earl Hutchins. I've been farming the same piece of land outside Cookeville, Tennessee, for going on 43 years now. And I want you to stop and think about something real quick. All across this country, every single day, people are doing the same thing. They've got a slow drain, a crusty faucet, a funky smell coming up from the sink. So they grab that orange box of baking soda, pour it in, splash some vinegar on top, watch it bubble up like a science fair volcano, nod their head and say, yeah, that ought to do it. 3 days later, same problem. Meanwhile, the average American household is spending close to $1,000 a year on cleaning products. $1,000. And the two most powerful things sitting under your kitchen sink right now cost less than $2 total. The issue ain't what you're buying. The issue is that nobody, not the commercials, not the cleaning companies, nobody ever sat you down and told you the honest truth about how these two things actually work. I'm going to fix that today. Stay with me. Drop one word in the comments, vinegar or soda. Which one do you grab first? I read every single one. Now, I'm not a chemist. I didn't go to college. But I've been running a household, a barn, and 4 acres of working land since before most of you were born. And out here, you don't run to the store every time something needs fixing. You learn what works, why it works, and you pass it down. My grandmother cleaned this farmhouse with 2 things her whole life, baking soda and white vinegar. Never once bought a bottle of Drano. Never paid a cleaning service. That woman could strip grease off a cast iron skillet and uncrust a faucet that hadn't moved in a decade. But here is the part nobody talks about. She never, not once, mixed them together at the same time. I asked her why when I was about 12 years old, and what she told me changed the way I've cleaned everything ever since. I'm going to share all 9 of those lessons with you right now. Let's start with the science, and I promise I'm going to keep this simple enough that a 10-year-old can follow it. Baking soda is a base. Vinegar is an acid. When you put a base and an acid together, they react. They cancel each other out. What you get on the other side is carbon dioxide, gas, that's the bubbles, plus water, and a weak salt called sodium acetate. Now here's the part that should make you stop and think. After that reaction happens, the baking soda is no longer a base, and the vinegar is no longer an acid. You've got a bowl of salty water with some bubbles floating off it. That's it. That's what's going down your drain. Not a cleaning agent. Just water. So why does it feel like it's working? Because of the bubbles. The fizzing looks active. It looks powerful. It looks like something is happening. And the cleaning industry, God bless them, has absolutely no reason to correct that impression. Here's the truth. Baking soda on its own is a mild alkaline abrasive. It physically scrubs surfaces, neutralizes odors, and breaks down organic grime, grease, food residue, bathroom mildew. That's what it's good for. Vinegar on its own is a mild acid. Specifically, it contains acetic acid. And acetic acid has one job. It does better than almost anything else. It dissolves mineral deposits, calcium, limescale, hard water buildup, the white crust around your faucet, the film on your shower glass. Acetic acid eats right through all of that. These 2 things are powerful precisely because they are opposites. And when you mix them together, you destroy both of them in about 30 seconds. There's one more thing I need you to understand about the drain trick specifically. Your plumbing is not a sealed container. Any pressure that carbon dioxide builds up, and it isn't much, escapes straight back up through the drain opening or out through your vent pipes. It never reaches the clog. And the fizzing reaction? It's over in seconds. A serious clog made of hair and grease needs sustained chemical contact, not a 10-second bubble show. The bubbles aren't proof that it's working. The bubbles are proof that you just canceled out both ingredients at the same time. All right, here are the 9 things you need to know. Write these down. Number 1, slow drain with odor. Use them separately, in order. Pour half a cup of baking soda down the drain first. Let it sit for 15 minutes, let it coat the sides of the pipe, then pour half a cup of white vinegar on top. Cover the drain opening immediately with a rag or a drain stopper. Let that reaction happen right up against the pipe walls for 15 minutes. Then flush with the hottest water your tap will give you. The sequence is what matters. Number 2, calcium and limescale on faucets. Vinegar only. Soak a rag in straight white vinegar, wrap it around the faucet, and leave it overnight. In the morning, the mineral deposits will wipe right off. Do not add baking soda. At this stage, you will neutralize the acid before it finishes the job. Number 3, stubborn grease or food stains on surfaces. Baking soda only. Mix it with just enough water to make a thick paste. Apply it to the stain. Let it sit 10 to 15 minutes, then scrub with an old toothbrush. The mild abrasive does the lifting. Number 4, cloudy shower glass. Spray straight white vinegar directly on the glass. Wait 5 minutes. Wipe clean. That's it. No baking soda needed. Number 5, refrigerator odor. Open box of baking soda, placed in the back of the fridge. Replace every 3 months. A 16-ounce box costs less than $2 at any grocery store. That is your odor solution. Number 6, cutting board stains and bacteria. Baking soda with a few drops of lemon juice, not vinegar. Scrub, let sit 5 minutes, rinse. The mild acid in lemon is gentler on wood grain than acetic acid. Number 7, toilet bowl stains. Pour 1 cup of vinegar into the bowl. Let it soak for 30 minutes. Then and only then, sprinkle baking soda directly onto the stained areas and scrub immediately while the reaction is fresh and localized. This is the one situation where a controlled, targeted reaction actually helps lift stubborn residue off a surface. Number 8, washing machine odor. 2 cups of white vinegar into the detergent drawer. Run a hot cycle with no close. Baking soda cannot reach the drum seal and internal hoses the way a full water cycle with vinegar can. Number 9, and this one I have to be honest with you about. If your drain is fully blocked, if water is standing still and not moving, baking soda and vinegar will not fix it. A clog made of compacted hair, grease, buildup, or any kind of physical obstruction is not a chemistry problem. It's a mechanical problem. You need a drain snake, a plunger, or a plumber. I'd rather tell you that straight than have you waste an afternoon pouring things down a pipe that isn't going to respond. Now let me ask you something. Think about who profits from you not knowing any of this. There are entire product lines, specialty bathroom sprays, kitchen degreasers, drain foams, mineral deposit removers, each one sold separately, each one with its own colorful label and its own $15 price tag. And every single one of them does a job that either baking soda or white vinegar can already do for a fraction of the cost. Professional cleaning services in this country charge between $30 and $50 just to clean a single oven. Commercial drain cleaners run $8 to $15 a bottle, and most people use multiple bottles because the first one doesn't finish the job. The combined cost of 1 box of baking soda and 1 bottle of white vinegar at your local grocery store is under $2. Nobody is hiding this from you. There's no conspiracy. It's just simple economics. You cannot build a billion-dollar cleaning industry on 2 ingredients that cost less than a cup of coffee. So instead, they sell you 12 products for 12 problems, when 2 ingredients, used correctly, handle most of them already. The less you depend on a bottle, the more control you have over your own home. That's not a radical idea. Out here, we just call it common sense. So here's what I want you to do this weekend. Go look under your sink, find your baking soda, find your vinegar, put them in 2 separate spots, not next to each other, because they are 2 different tools for 2 different jobs. And from now on, you're going to treat them that way. Pick 1 thing on that list of 9 and try it before Sunday night. Just 1. See for yourself. Then come back down to the comments and tell me which one did you try first. I read every single one. Next time, I'm going to show you 7 things in your kitchen that work better than bleach and cost less than $1. Things my grandmother used before bleach was even sold in stores. And if you know somebody who's been pouring these 2 things together their whole life, share this with them. Do them a favor. Remember the people who built this country with their hands knew things we are only just starting to remember.